What's up, YouTube? Back here again with another video, and today we're going to do my little overview of the my experience with the Sigelei 213. Okay, I did an unboxing of the 213 already. You can check that out if you go back on my video list. You can see the unboxing, what it all comes with. But here we go, the Sigelei 213. I'll start off saying that overall, I do think this is worth its price. I think it's a decent device. If you're involved in the vaping industry, or you stay current on what's going on, maybe you've seen how they acted towards another reviewer about this device. But that is what it is. Also, I've been kicking around back and forth on how I wanted to use these devices with temperature control and all sorts of those other things. So if you've seen some of my older videos, you may know by now, you may not, I don't use temperature control at all. I use Kanthal in wattage mode, and that's just what I like, so that's what I use. So that's what I'm going to review. If there's other videos out there of how this all works, I'll show you how to get into the different modes. But if you want to, I don't use it, so I'm not going to worry about getting into it. What I did do is I did stick an atomizer on here with nickel wire just to test it, and it seemed to work. It didn't fire up the coil once it was set up, and it brought the temperature down, so it seemed to work. So we'll leave it at that. Generally, when I review devices, I'm just going to be looking at the wattage mode, okay? So let's start at the top. We got this stainless steel plate here, which is 22 millimeters, and we got the spring-loaded 510 pin in there. I'm gonna bring in this caliber. All right, and we can take a look at how wide it is at its widest point, and looks like we're getting about 29 millimeters, but right here is going to be your maximum for your whatever tank you're going to put on. So looks like you can do probably a 25 millimeter addy if we test from here to here. So probably you got 22 from here to here, and then there's another 4 millimeter. So you could probably put a 25 or 30 millimeter addy on top of here. So we put this out to 25. If I put it out to 25, you can see that it'll go on. It looks like it should fit. So that's your top. This is all aluminum construction in here, with a carbon fiber surrounding here. It's pretty smooth. I really like the look of it. It's got this like dark gray look. Okay, and then the carbon fiber. I really love the way this thing looks, and that's what drew me into it. So we go down the side. You got your fire button, pretty clicky, and you got your charging slash upgrading port if that if it gets to that. Here's your USB port. Nothing else on this side. Empty. Nothing on the back. I really like how this metal kind of comes around like this, and it just kind of comes down through here. I just thought this was a very unique looking device. Okay. And then also the battery cover, the way this works. Okay, you can see it's pretty beat up. I've been using it for about a month. And what you do is you just kind of slide it out. You kind of push it this way, and then it just flips up, and then you got your two batteries. So this is a dual 18650 device, and it works in series. So it's getting 7.4 volts. Make sure you use a married pair of batteries. It's labeled positive, negative, so you just match up your negative with that, your positive with that. Boom. Okay. It seems to be spring-loaded on the other end a little bit. It's got a little give. So there you go. Now, once you power it up, it comes up to the screen. Now the screen you can't actually shut off. Okay, you got a 5 lock and a 5 unlocked. Okay, Then on the front, like we were saying, you got your screen and your up and down button. Up, down, also clicky. Okay, let's take a look at the screen. A lot of information on here, okay? So you got your wattage, your resistance, your output voltage, your output current, your voltage of cell 1, your voltage of cell 2, and your percentage. And then down here, this is actually a battery status bar. Okay, so when that goes down, you'll see that go all the way down. And this runs all the way down to 0%. So you can keep vaping this guy all the way until it reads 0%. Okay? So we can pop an atomizer on here. Okay, so now we're reading the resistance, the output voltage, and when you fire it, it'll give you your current. Okay? 9 amps. Alright? So, this tank I used to like to use around 34, 33 watts. Now, to access the menu, 4 clicks of the screen. Now, you can use your power switch, your up and down switch buttons to move around the modes here. So you can see you have power mode, stainless steel, temperature control and stainless steel, titanium 1, nickel 200, and your custom TSR and TFR modes. So if you click in, and then inside of those, you have 5 memory modes in each. So you click whichever one, and then you set it, okay? Then you can set your Fahrenheit or Celsius, and now you're going to be controlling your temperature, okay? And then here's your wattage down here at the bottom. Now, it seems like the max is 50 watts. Okay, let's see, stainless steel. Oh, so you got also your 304, 316, 317 stainless steels. That's also, you can run that too. Fahrenheit, and then you go your temperature. Okay. Now, if you hold your power, your up and down button together, you could get a resistance lock, or you can reread your resistance. Okay, from when you're in temperature mode. Okay. So that's pretty much the basics here. Like I said, I don't use temperature. So stainless steel, we did that. Temperature, okay. And then it reads down what mode you're in down here in the bottom. Okay. 4 clicks. Nickel 200, Fahrenheit. And then you can control your temperature again. Oh, I locked it. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. And we're going to go back into power mode. Alright, watt. So, as a wattage device, it's been vaping very, very well. Okay, I have no issues. I set it to the wattage I use, and it vapes very, very well. And then the screen, I also like the screen. It's got plenty of information. It's got everything you need. I like to change my DNA 200s around also to show the current. I like seeing the current output. So, there you go on that. So you got the basic operation of how to get around the board, what's going on with the screen, how it looks, and that's pretty much the basics. So we'll go with pros. First pro is the size, how it fits in my hand. Absolutely love it. Okay, absolutely love it. Fit and finish, I absolutely love it. Okay. Battery life is great because you're using two 18650s. It's worked with every atomizer I stuck on the top of it. It's just been working very, very well. So the cons are, okay, now as I've been using this for a month, my one major con, the one thing that just drives me nuts is when it goes to sleep like this and you go to push the button, sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. You'll push it and it won't do nothing. And you got to take your thumb off and back on again. Okay, so sometimes this switch misfires. So you'll push it and it won't do nothing, and then you got to push it again. Other than that, I haven't had any issues, and it vapes very, very well. Now, I know there's a cheaper option out there that doesn't have the carbon fiber, so you can pick that up if you want to pick it up. It's got the same board in it. I got this from my local shop here in Berlin, New Jersey, Mode e-cigarettes, where I get most of my stuff. So I'll put a link down in the description where you can find this at a website. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like the way this looks, I don't think you can go wrong buying this one. It does a lot of different things. Like I said, watch another video if you want to see how the temperature stuff actually works. I did do a quick test with nickel, and it seemed to be doing the job, but I don't use it, so don't take my word for it when it comes to temperature control functions. I'm not a fan. I don't think it's quite there yet. It's not very consistent. However, wattage mode, very, very good. Check it out, Sigelei 213. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next review.